What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Donut Like, Donut Read. I am Joaquin, and with me here today is Adam,
At your service.
John,
Greetings, normies.
and Julius.
Hi.
And today, we bring you DLDR's first 9/11 special.
Yay!
Why is this a
I don't
thing?
really know who we should
Why?
be cheering for this, but you know,
We should not
people
be-
on fanfiction.net just love to write fanfiction about September 11th.
Can't stop doing
And-
it.
I don't think any of it's good.
Can't
Like,
stop,
have you ever read
won't
these
stop.
things?
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, I don't think any of it's good at all. Like,
Yeah.
like,
I don't
I'm-
really see the point in writing about stuff like this, but
Oh, but okay, whatever. Moving right along.
all right.
So, the story is called September 11. Very, I guess, straight to the point. By JCK824TO.
Oh, and forgot to mention, it's this variation is my life as a teenage robot.
Yeah. Oh, forgot that. Yeah, because
Yeah.
the crossover was necessary for that. Jenny finds out about 9/11 and asks Sheldon about the day of America's tragedy. Not one, not three. Off to a great start.
Yep. It's in the hurt/comfort section, and it is fiction K plus.
I never got the hurt/comfort part.
Well, I know what hurt/comfort is, but I don't know if the story itself probably. I can't. I'm at a loss for words.
I don't know what's comforting about 9/11.
Hurting but not comforting.
This is a one-shot story of my life as a teenage robot story about Jenny learning about 9/11, not one, not three.
This is a story about a story.
Yeah. Story within a story. Disclaimer. I do not own my life as a teenage robot or the characters, but I do own several American flags.
True
Smiley
patriot.
face.
So that
Yeah.
makes you qualified.
Yeah.
Also, no, several is also capitalized, so I'm assuming that's some sort of brand.
I own
Maybe
the
it's like
company
his band.
several American flags. We provide different kinds of flags. We got several gay pride flags. We got several Taiwanese flags.
A
And
flag
coming
for all
soon.
occasions.
And coming soon, several Mars colonization flags. If Elon Musk's plan gets off the ground.
Yeah, whenever
So-
that's gonna happen.
Moving along. September 11 years ago.
It's not the right date for the show, but I don't care.
Okay.
I respect that.
Uh-huh. At least they're blatant about it.
Jennifer Wakeman, aka XJ9, was a hero of Trey Morton for 6 years when the anniversary of 9/11 came around. She wakes up on the September 11 morning. She gets out of her bed, stretches her arms and legs, and then rubs the rust from her eyes. Okay, knowing the logistics of a robot removing rust from her own body,
Sounds
Why
like
use the
r/slash
semicolon?
bad design here. Why would you design
Yeah.
a robot that has watery tears?
you do not understand how many versions I had to go through to get accurate tears for robots.
Yeah.
She approaches her window and sees the morning sun and her neighborhood from her window. After, for a few seconds, she heads downstairs to get ready to start the day.
What a beautiful morning.
Jenny said to herself, cheerfully as she went downstairs and noticed that her mom isn't in the kitchen, living room, or her laboratory. Where could she be? Then she sees a note on the kitchen counter. She picks it up and reads it. XJ9, I'm gone to New York City for an event. I'll see you later, Mom. Jenny crumbles and tosses it. The news that she's gone to an event just completely crushed Jenny.
How could she?
The emotional turmoil. You went to New York and didn't tell me, Mom?
She just left without telling her. That's like, I mean, she told her via note, but she couldn't tell her in person.
Crumbles and tosses it in the trash can. Wondered what event her mom meant. Then she shrugged and headed into the living room and turned on the television to watch some shows. As she turned on the TV, she saw the news footage of what appears to be 2 skyscrapers with smoke coming out from them. Oh, wait. Did this writer just fucking send Jenny's mom to the Twin Towers just to artificially create tragedy?
Well, no, because this is after 9/11.
2011.
It's just footage from 9/11, which I guess is played without commentary.
I mean, you can understand my confusion here, right?
Yeah.
This wouldn't surprise me if this was actually the case.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past one of these stories to
I mean, it
do
happened
that.
before with Alvin.
We found out, actually, there's multiple stories about Alvin at 9/11.
As Adam found.
Well, let's not talk about that right now. I don't want to think about it.
Yeah.
That's for next year. Jenny saw the footage and she doesn't know what it is, as she changed to other channels and sees the same footage on the channels. And as she watches, the footage was taken in New York City, in the New York City channels.
Okay.
This is like this mildly confusing sentence structure here.
She channels New York City as she channels at several channels. I'm sorry, I forced that joke. She knows New York City and she saved it several times, but doesn't remember seeing those 2 buildings before. And then the reporter on the news footage said that this footage was shot in September 11, 2001, and almost 3,000 lives were lost that day. How was she unaware of this, and why did so many people died, and why did this happen on 9/11/01?
Yeah, but couldn't it happen one day later? Would have been more convenient.
She headed out the door and walked down the street, upset and confused. She never knew about the day and the destruction these planes caused, so she's been alive for a few years, and her mom never thought it's fit to tell her about 9/11?
Yeah,
Surely
she's been like,
Also, this is like
Moreover,
the first 9/11 anniversary where they have an event, I guess.
and I think they cover. Correct me if I'm wrong, but at
show
least schools in
footage on
America
the TV.
cover. Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure like all schools in America, like our school especially, talk about 9/11. I mean, I know my high school did.
Yeah,
if she
they
was-
do.
Well, coincidentally,
existed
she
in the-
just had to save the world every time it was brought up. She just missed out
Probably.
on those classes.
because I mean, this is also like in the early 2000s when it was still very fresh in people's mind. Like, it was very prominent every year on 9/11 that 9/11 happened, because it was everywhere. People would talk about it all the time. How could you not see this when you've been around for 6 years as a teenage robot?
Maybe that's it. She's a teenager, but she's 6 years old. I don't want to tell a 6-year-old about 9/11.
That's
Maybe
probably
it.
it then.
She wanted to go to her friends, Brad and Tuck, but they're gone to their grandparents and won't be back for a week. Then she decides to go to Sheldon's place. Maybe he'll answer her questions. Sheldon Lee is a great friend to Jenny, and he has
Is
a
he?
crush on her as well.
Well, that
Sorry,
part
what
is
was that,
true at
Julius?
least. Is he
yeah.
is he a friend? Isn't that kind of one-sided, that relationship?
Yeah.
Usually
Always-
Jenny avoids him, but she goes to him for advice.
So you call him a
to-
great friend, but you also avoid him. Which is kind of
teenagers
giving
are-
me mixed signals.
Teenagers are shallow creatures. Robots are even shallower creatures. Combine the two, it's a bottomless pit. To return something to him or ask him for upgrades her mom won't give her. I wonder what upgrades. Actually, no. Never mind. Sheldon sat at his desk thinking about Jenny and the times he's helped her when he hears a tapping sound on his bedroom window. He turns around and sees Jenny hovering outside his window. Honestly, I think it'd be more in character if, or at least funnier even, if she just extends her legs. I mean, she does that often in the show, right? She, extends her legs to get up to higher places.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
we all know, I'm pretty sure she has multiple knees that she can beg, for 15 times harder. You remember that episode, right? Where she's, asking her mom to go to a summer party. She's like, please, please, please. And, another leg pops out like a Russian nesting doll. Like that.
Okay. Hi, Jenny.
Sheldon greeted as he gets up from his desk.
Hi, Sheldon. May I come in?
Jenny asked.
Sure, Jenny.
Sheldon answers as Jenny floats through his window. As she enters his room, she has a sad look on her face.
What's wrong, Jenny?
Sheldon asks, seeing Jenny all sad.
Sheldon.
Ben.
Jenny asked.
I wanted to ask you about September 11th.
Sheldon was surprised, but he realizes that
What?
Realizes what?
he took a deep breath. Oh, he realizes that he just took a deep breath.
Wake up, Sheldon!
Oh,
Sheldon,
I
they
didn't
hit
even
the
know I did that.
Pentagon!
I think I'm blanking out.
He's no. He's like, what the fuck did I just do? Oh, I just took a deep breath.
September 11th was the day that the United States was attacked by terrorists.
By terrorists, not a question.
Terror, Jenny asked.
It's also capitalized, so...
Oh my god. Yes, Jenny, terrorists.
I love the interaction. Terrorists. It continues on like a viral meme. Like it goes all the way across town, all the way to convention, and all of a sudden Jenny's mom just hears terrorists.
By terrorists.
Sheldon replied, terrorists.
I've never seen so much destruction in New York City, except when I entered the subway.
Jenny, that happens every day in New York City. Yes, there was. The attack seemed unimaginable at the time. No one would ever expected so much damage from a coordinated attack. 2 very tall buildings, one the tallest in the world, known as the World Trade Center, were destroyed when they were each struck by airplanes.
Man, that Sheldon when he goes into Wikipedia reciting mode.
That's honestly what a lot of these stories are, though. It's just regurgitation retrospect. It doesn't
Yeah,
really...
this has no value, really.
It's good information, but not in a fan fiction.
Yeah, I don't
It's
get
good
it.
to know these things, but...
No, yeah, I mean, what I'm saying is this story has really no value other than just regurgitating something a Wikipedia article or a news station or museum could give you.
Well, yeah, but those don't have My Life as a Teenage Robot in them.
True story. I would watch the news more often if Jenny from My Life as a Teenage Robot was involved.
But how did it happen, Sheldon? How could it happen?
Jenny asked she's fought crime and saved many lives in her lifetime, but she never felt so sad. Does anyone else think that a period should have been between asked and she's?
Yeah.
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 that makes it, yeah. Yes.
Okay. There was a group of people that hated the United States. They wanted to hurt the U.S., so they had tried before by bombing the World Trade Center in 1993, but at the time they tried a bomb. That time it only did minor damage but did kill 6 people. So the terrorists regrouped and planned a number of attacks against the U.S.
Sheldon continued with Jenny hanging on every word.
Oh my god. The plan was carried out on 9/11/2001 was to fly airplanes into buildings that had major significance. The World Trade Center in New York City as the center of wealth, business, and finance, and the Pentagon in Washington, D.C. as the center of our military.
I think this is Sheldon again.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The
This
terror.
information is so important. It needs to be separated.
Yeah, you can only take it in one at a time. The terrorists planned and trained for years, including enrolling in flight schools to learn to fly planes. On the day of the attack, on 4 separate airplanes, groups of 4 to 5 terrorists got on the plane, attacked the flight crew, and hijacked the planes. One flew into one of the World Trade Center towers, on one into the other tower, and one into the Pentagon.
What about the 4th plane, Sheldon?
On the 4th plane, which we later found out had also been headed toward Washington, D.C., possibly to the Capitol building or the White House. Some of the passengers of the flight fought back, forcing the plane down in a field in Pennsylvania.
Yay! Those people were so brave.
Oh, please, Ryder, please don't have a sudden outburst of glee at people sacrificing themselves. That's just not cool in any context.
Yeah. Even when it's coming from Jenny, you just
And yeah, moving on.
Yes, and because of them, no one was injured on the ground, and they probably saved an important American symbol from destruction.
What did the United States government did something about this attack?
Yes, Jenny, we went to war with them against Iraq, Iran, and Afghanistan. We managed to kill bin Laden on May 1.
Okay, listen. This is complicated. Ignoring the fact that he forgot to introduce who bin Laden was, 1 or 2 of those wars were not even the main targets that proliferated the attack.
Yeah.
Really.
yeah.
That's just like...
Well, I think we already skipped out on the backstory on how the terrorists came to be.
What do you mean?
Like how they formed in Afghanistan and the whole backstory to that.
Oh, yes.
And that's the thing, though. It's also like putting this in this story. Just they're trying to talk about too much stuff, and this author isn't even good at really writing this. And then you explore like they're just not giving the information is completely broken up and not really useful at all.
Yeah.
Keep your information focused, authors.
Good.
Jenny said happily, again with this! Yay! Someone fucking died!
It
Hooray.
kind of reminds me of that the Zelda clip from the
cartoon?
Philips CDI games.
Oh, that.
You killed me.
Good.
But we're still at war with the Middle East.
Yeah, that's how that works. The whole Middle East. Every single country.
Yep, all of them.
There's a bit of a... Nope, I can't make a good joke. I can't make a good joke in good taste. Ignore that. Sheldon said.
Oh, Sheldon?
Yes, Jenny?
I've been fighting crime, the cluster, and saving lives from natural disasters all my life.
And Jenny continued.
And sometimes people are ungrateful and I wanted to quit. But after what I know about 9/11, I'm thankful for being the one who saves lives. Not 1 or 3. I mean the events of September 11th are equally as important. The clips of news stated nearly 3,000 people died.
The clips of news.
This
Of
hurts.
news.
Not only is she just spitting back out the same information, but like, does hearing stories of tragedy just like inspire Jenny? Like, oh, do you remember like the time when like a factory like freaking like burned down, but the women were trapped inside because the doors opened the wrong way? Wow, that sucks. I'm going to fight for women's rights now. Like that,
It's
you
like
know what
they
I'm saying?
looked at. Yeah, it's like they looked at the Wikipedia article and they're just trying to paraphrase it into their dialogue, but in a really bad way.
And leaving out tons of information. Like, what is
It
the
probably
what is the purpose of this? Is this supposed to
There is-
teach me
again,
about
it probably
9/11?
would've
Because why would I want to learn about that from a fucking fanfiction?
But
And it's
if
not
you ever look at the
good
reviews
as
of
a
these
story
stories,
either.
authors eat this shit up, though. Like, the reviewers eat this shit up, though, if you ever look at the reviews of
Yeah.
these stories.
Say
So-
what you want. Actually, let me say something. When we were like having like test drifts or whatever, audience, we actually found like a weird Ninjago one, but that one has more value than this because like it's the characters actually sort of like experiencing similar events like that. I can sort of like understand and get behind. You know, have like an audience member like contextualize the events to characters I know. But this just has the same less information than Wikipedia pages.
Yeah. I'm going to say something controversial right now. You know, we give the story of Alvin and Brittany a lot of shit, and that whole 9/11 scenes in general is in bad taste. I don't think it's good. I don't think it really was necessary at all. But at least it was something different than what we get from all these regurgitation fics.
Yeah, no, agreed. No, it's kind of weird to say, but yeah. I mean, this also feels like weirdly patronizing in a way. Like, it feels like they're trying to write like a really bad PSA from the 90s. That's kind of what this
Like-
reads like.
It's like bad propaganda.
That's
Yeah,
what
it's
America
kinda-
loves, though.
It kind of reads like something like from, you know, the war on drugs times, when you had like cartoon heroes telling you how drugs are bad.
Talk. Oh yeah, like freaking like what was that one where it's like cartoon strike back where it's like Alvin and the Chipmunks, Winnie the Pooh, freaking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, DuckTales, all of them trying to stop this one kid from doing drugs.
Yeah. It reads like something like that. Except, is this aimed at kids? Because it's rated K+, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I don't get.
You know, JCK824TO is trying to educate the youth of America through My Life as a Teenage Robot fanfiction. You gotta get the information to them somehow.
Yeah.
Moving right along. Sheldon knew it was an obvious question. No, it fucking wasn't! It wasn't a question!
Yeah, you're right.
No one ever talks about it anymore? Excuse me? It's
was-
like
when was this
that
writ-
was 10 years after.
Also-
this fic was posted on the 10-year anniversary-ish of 9/11. No
That's-
one fucking talks about it.
That, and it's
Yeah, man, that
also
shit
not
is
true
old.
in universe because her mother literally just drove out to New York and there's like seemingly specials about it on every news channel.
It's like having
Like, how are people not talking about it?
Moreover, like
This is-
just from a writing perspective, just having like Jenny's mom go to New York for like literally no reason. It's like having Chekhov's gun, but just throwing it into the fireplace.
Yeah, it's like people still talk about it today. It's been it's been 21 years to the day, and people still talk about this stuff all the time. Maybe it's not as much as they did then, but still a lot.
Not even the Crust cousins, but they just might make fun of it like the way they made fun of Jenny.
What?
Excuse me, sir. Sir, as an American that can barely remember 9/11 because they were born in the year 1999, that is just terribly an out of taste quote there. It is not okay to create that kind of like situation. Sort of.
I wish I knew, Jenny. I wish I knew.
Knew what? Like, oh.
Yeah, I didn't ask you anything, Sheldon. Something wrong with you?
Sheldon said sadly as he looked at Jenny. He wished he had better answers. So do we. Everyone here wishes he had better answers. And
For
better questions,
this
actually.
creation.
Is there
Like,
anything?
why does this exist?
Is there anything we can do to remember this day?
Bitch! Literally, the amount of people with freaking like 9/11 bumper stickers.
Did Sheldon
Jenny,
Never
your
forget,
mission
man.
has been
see into the
accomplished.
future? Did he foresee her asking this question?
What's this? As someone who lives in America, though, I can tell you, in this country, around the time of September 11th, people will, like, shame you if they don't think you're remembering it hard enough. So.
Jenny asked. Sheldon thought for a minute, and the idea hit him.
I think I have something in my room for the occasion to commemorate this day.
Oh no.
He heads into his closet and pulls out a blue triangle with stars on it.
I had this stored away for a while. Why don't we hang it up outside?
That sounds like a good idea.
Okay, I'm gonna read
There's
this
a-
as Jenny's mom because there's like just one quote.
Yeah, who's gonna... Who's this supposed to be?
I'm going to say it's Jenny's mom. That's what I'm going
Okay,
in.
Adam, you want to take this?
Yes, have
Just
at it. Go, go, go,
just
go,
do
go.
a silly voice.
I don't know if I want to do a silly voice for this, but I'll. Outside of Sheldon's house, on the front lawn, Sheldon sets the device that opens up into a flagpole, and he hangs the flag and raises it up half-staff.
It's half-mast, you idiot.
Thank you,
Fuck,
Jenny.
I don't even know. Refuted. I retract my previous statement.
For what, Sheldon?
For reminding me of the importance of the day. I'm glad we can fly the flag today to remember. Perhaps we need to fly the flag more often.
It is a beautiful flag, Sheldon. I think that the Titans should fly it every day to remember. Who's the Titans?
Teen Titans?
Yeah, what?
Name from
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
the show.
When there's trouble, you know who to call. A 9/11.
Oh, dude, do you think there's 9/11 fix for Teen Titans?
Of course there is.
Oh, you kidding? Yes, there definitely are.
They live in a
there's at
literal
least
ass
one.
tower. Of course they have. Of course there's gonna have someone.
Their
gonna make
9/11
that point.
is that one of the planes was not stopped and it hits the Teen Titans tower.
Oh, God.
There's
no.
gotta be a story with that plot.
Yeah.
Oh God. And Julius, don't write that one, please. Don't.
No, I didn't
For the
plan
sake
to.
of decency and good taste.
I didn't plan to, don't worry.
Great.
I think this is a great idea, Jen. And as far as this day, Patriot Day or 9/11 or whatever it's called, I hope we never forget.
Wow.
Or whatever it's called.
It's the bad cringe. It's like bad cholesterol.
We won't, Sheldon.
Jenny said as she hugs Sheldon. After a few moments, he hugs her back. So basically, she gets sad, gets a history lesson on 9/11, and then just hugs Sheldon. That's just the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really does feel like
This-
some preachy PSA made for kids. I don't know why you would write this, let alone why you would read this unironically.
This is for the day of tragedy.
I
for
don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either. It's absolutely, as I said, it's just regurgitation. And there's so many stories like this that it's the same concept. This is for the day of tragedy for the United States of America, and I prayed that nothing bad happens tomorrow. God bless the USA, not one, not three.
and not
Oh,
2, but 5.
America.
Yeah.
Coming again to save the motherfucking day, yeah.
So in terms of reviews, there's a few of them here. I'm going to read one of these from reviewer and possible communist Guitar Boss. MLAATR takes place hundreds of years in the future after they fought an extended war against the aliens until Dr. Wakeman invented Armageddroid. Is that the thing? Armageddroid, okay. Why would anyone remember 9/11 as anything other than kind of a bad thing that happened in the past? Kind of how we think of the Great Fire of London today. An incident with 3,000 casualties is small potatoes in the scope of history. It's only impactful to us because it's the most recent one and we were alive to see it. So I have a question for this guy. Do you even freedom, bro? Really?
He's from like London, I'm assumingly, so probably.
Yeah. It's just I don't know, that one just kind of stuck out to me. And it is, I mean, I get what he's saying. At the same time, it's just also kind of in bad. It's kind of in bad taste, just like this story. So,
honestly, unless do y'all have any reviews you want to read?
Oh, again, someone with the Dr. Mario profile pic.
How about this Anthony W. review?
Yes, feel free to read the dude with the open season avatar.
Do you want me to read this one?
Yes.
do you want? Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
To be fair, when they killed Osama on May 1, I was shocked and kind of sad because evil or no evil, Osama was a person and they've had him as their leader for a long time.
No
and
fucking
I've
way.
heard that now they're not really used to Ayman al-Zawahiri as their new leader yet, as they still miss bin Laden. I kinda did too, but I also wish he would redeem and not try to resist, and the SEALs not killing him. But do you get my point?
What?
No.
What?
Why was he?
What?
Do you really think he's gonna repent while being arrested?
What's your goddamn point? Do you like fucking want him to? Did you want him to like repopulate for every person lost on that day? Did you want him to like? I can't make a riff without like it sounding incredibly offensive. But like, what the fuck is this point?
I don't.
There is this.
I have no
also
comments.
Kind of bad taste.
Does anyone want to
jeez.
read this review by JJ?
I
I'll
guess.
take care of it.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh
yeah.
shit. I love this. I don't know much about 9/11 myself. All I know was that 2 planes crashed into the Twin Towers and one into the Pentagon on September 11, 2001 by terrorists, and that some declared they saw the face of the devil in the smoke of the towers. What the fuck is this?
That's the
review?
most important detail to remember. Definitely.
Yeah,
like something,
Yeah.
probably some wacko evangelists made up. Or whatever. At least that's what it sounds like.
evangelical.
Yeah,
I guess
sorry.
though this does mean people are learning their information about 9/11 through fanfiction, because this person doesn't know much about 9/11 themselves, in their own words.
Yeah, I guess the
I mean,
fic
they may
was
not be,
right
like, American
after
or-
all.
That's
Or that,
true,
yeah. Probably.
Congratulations, you have some speck of value to the existence. September 11.
Wait, hold on.
My Life as a Teenage Robot story.
I feel like
go on.
Fawn Olia. Oh, we've covered this author before, Fawn Olia.
Oh shit! What did we?
It was
what did we cover with this?
it was another My Life as a Teenage Robot story.
Oh,
it was
so
in
that
our
wasn't-
MTSU pack.
Oh yeah,
I thought
Brad
it was
Carbone,
just
break
a
dances,
co-
that
Brad
dude.
I
Carbuncle
thought
break
it was just a
dances.
coincidence.
No, it looked familiar, and it all kind of clicked with the whole
Yeah,
the Paper
same
Mario or
profile
whatever.
pic because it was the same user. I thought it was just a coincidence.
That was
they
such a
also had
great story,
Dr.
no matter
Mario.
how
This is
short it
really
was.
so lazy, Julius.
Man.
Well, I don't know if it's in good taste to say this, but have a happy 9/11, I guess, or just be well. You know.
Go tell somebody you love them. Honestly, just keep it simple.
Yeah.
If you love us, though, like, subscribe. We have a Discord server and such.
Yeah, if you guys want to hang out with us, sometimes we go on the voice chat, so anyone can hang out with us. But no one does anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
I swear, if you add us, someone will contact you within the hour. I promise you that.
And remember, if you do not like, then do not read.
Bye.
Later.
Watchers.
Peace out.